Hello everyone, some more chess puzzles today. Bit of an update. I've tanked in my rating quite a bit in the last, I don't know, last week or so. Um, Dropped down from, I think it was around about 2800 down to 2682. I largely blame this on trying to do the puzzles faster. Like I'm trying to really just solve them within a minute or two. See here the times where a lot of them are under a minute. My attempt. Um, yeah. So I think that's the main cause of that. So it goes back to this idea that the raw rating number doesn't necessarily mean everything. Um, it's about your speed of calculation, which I think has improved for me. So I'm not too unhappy with this, and I do think I'm still getting better at calculation, getting faster. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go back to the old style of trying to solve the puzzles live. Well, not live, but I'm recording this, but I'm going to try and solve a few puzzles, explain my thinking process as I go through it. So this one, I've looked at very briefly. Um, Black has just taken our rook. We don't have a queen. Um, you know, the most obvious move that jumps out to me is this idea here, which is sort of skewering and potentially winning the black queen. I'm not seeing many more candidate moves here. So in the spirit of the way I'm doing the puzzles now, since I can't see any other candidate moves, I mean, I had thought about a sort of crisscross idea. Two bishops together like this can be quite powerful and can actually checkmate the king in some situations, but not this one, I can see. Black could even play something like this. This bishop's also hanging, so it kind of makes sense to either defend it or attack, and this is the most logical attack, so I'm going to go for this. Okay, I didn't think any further than that. I just simply process of elimination. Nothing else made sense there. So now we have to think. Um, doesn't appear to be a way we can trap this bishop, or is there? I'm not really seeing it. Like the bishop just gets out. So what else is there? Well, we can take the queen. I'm not seeing any other better ideas really, and that sort of leaves material equal once black takes back. So what's the follow-up here? I mean, I think we have to take the queen. I'm going to do that. Okay, that was wrong. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to do it fast. That was only a 2100 puzzle. Um, oh, I guess I should have considered this check. Yeah, okay. So now we win the queen for free, and is that right? We're up a piece. Yeah. Okay. So just taking a few more seconds there, if I'd spotted that check, would have been useful. So I think I need to adjust the way I'm playing these a little bit. Like, not just go for the most instinctive first move that occurs. That's what these puzzles want you to do, um, and it tends to go wrong. So let's jump on to the next one. Try and take a bit more time, make sure that we've found the solution. Okay, so we're down a piece. So this could be some sort of checkmate. Uh, hmm. Looking at checks, takes. Then rook here, threatening this. Is there any way for black to stop that? Now, does it matter where I move this rook? There's two options here. So, got to be something wrong with one of these. So let's make sure we get this one. I suppose if we go here, does black maybe have this? Which prevents this. And then if we go back, they do this. Nah, but can we not just take it? Here, here, takes. But that takes more moves. So maybe that's incorrect. Simply because it takes more moves. So let's try this. Okay. Fine. So black is threatening checkmate. We have a check here. The king has to go, well, go here or here. I'm not quite seeing this one right now. It has to be checks, because, you know, it is checkmate threat by black. We also have this one. Oh no, we don't. The queen covers. So this is potentially the only check we have. I mean, there's this, but I don't see how that can possibly work. Yeah, it has to be this. No. Okay. So again, this is why I'm losing the rating, because I'm just not taking time. Oh, I missed this one. So again, the king can go here or here. So what's the difference? So let's say the king goes here. What's the follow-up to that? And why is it different from the queen being here? And this seems worse somehow. So I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it's not that. Okay. So it has to be this. No. Oh, we also have this one. Yeah, okay. Right. So that forces to... Yeah, okay. Mate in two. Wow, that's pretty bad. So yeah, not the best run right now. So this could be a checkmate, or it could be winning material. So the two most obvious checks are this. Well, there's three actually. There's this, this, or this. This forces a king here. Can then take here, which forces the king to one of these squares. If it goes here, we have a discovery on this bishop. If it goes here, That doesn't look too good for us. I'm not seeing that one. Bishop here. King has one of these squares. It's kind of similar. And the other one was here first. So in that case, the king has 3 squares. I'm not quite seeing this. What I really want to be able to do is check with this knight, with this discovery, to win the bishop. Or can I create a mate threat somehow? Don't think so, because actually this knight's quite nice where it is, because it's covering this square, which the king might want to use. Okay, so let's double check. Feeling like I missed something here. Let's make sure I've considered all the possible moves. So a sort of configuration that we'd want for a checkmate would be the bishop here, the rook here, force the king here, and then checkmate like this. Some way I can do that. Like in some sort of forcing way. So maybe this makes sense. Here. Maybe then rook here. That's going to take 3 moves to get the rook here. Or if we do it this way, 2 moves. But the king can come this way. But then we have discoveries. The bishop picking up pieces. Well, actually, no, that's covered. But we could pick up this bishop. I feel like this doesn't really work. Like the king going this way seems wrong. So I'm going to go for this. I've spent 6 minutes on this now, so I'm not going to... I've not got a concrete calculation here because there's definitely a move that black can play. Like we're giving them a move at some point, I think. Okay, that's right. So now the question is it this? Let's look at this again. Let's make sure this doesn't work. Here, here, you know, both pieces are attacked. And not seeing how we deal with that. I'm going to try this. Okay. Wow, it's not in form. It is that. Oh, that's just a very nice checkmating pattern that I didn't see. This is checkmate. I just didn't quite register that as a possibility. Just checkmating with the rook and the knight like this. But because this pawn is here, it sort of blocks the black king. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I need to try and remember that one. This pattern. That's what a lot of this is. It's pattern recognition. Like I'm just not familiar with this. You know, I've seen checkmates with a knight and a rook like this before, but it's normally up against the edge of the board where the rook's like here and the knight's here or something. Actually, this makes more sense because, yeah. Okay. So we're dropping down a bit more. I got some sort of endgame here. So if we push either pawn, they get taken, which suggests a king move is probably the right approach. And I'm thinking just potentially start running the king this way. That sort of puts white in Zugzwang. So basically their king has no moves. Well, actually the king can go here. And we come here. Let's say they come back. Is this a move? They get this pawn. We get this one. They start running this way. We're chasing. I mean, that doesn't seem to work. That looks like a draw. Okay, right. I think it is this. But now we play this, perhaps. Oh, we need to be careful though, because of this. I think we queen first, if they do that. Yeah, so now we take this, and I think we're faster. Okay, this is interesting. So one of these moves is correct, and the other two are wrong. Just kind of interesting. So be a bit careful. My instinct is saying probably this one's right. Because at some point, you know, let's say here, 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 here. You know, we keep them at the maximum distance away from this pawn. And then here, 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 here. Does that work? Then we lose the pawn. It's kind of interesting. So, what's our fastest route to this pawn? You know, 4. 5. Yeah, so this, going diagonally this way is actually the fastest, which makes sense if you think about it. And it's going to take them 5 moves. And that's just in time, yeah. Okay. We'll try a few more. Materials equal. We're up a pawn. It would be nice to open up this bishop against a king. So, like, I'm thinking takes, push. So sacrificing a pawn to open the bishop. Then they offer a queen trade. We threaten checkmate. Not sure. Also potentially open the queen by doing this. Or maybe some combination of the two. Some sort of sequence here where like this. I don't know, because the queen can surely just come back. I mean, we've got to bear in mind as well, white is threatening this. Well, actually, no, they're not. This is a tricky one. I think it is anyway, but perhaps not on form right now. But what other possibilities are there here? Not many. But yeah, I just don't see how this really works. Here, push this. Ah, the bishop's sort of blocking the queen from coming back to defend. Okay, I'm going to go for this. Now, these are both candidates. This one here, if bishop takes, the queen can always just come all the way back here. And that sort of seems defendable. If the bishop takes here, we can push this, and this is now defended. We open up this. You know, we're threatening this as well. Then rook here. Yeah, I think it's got to be this one. No. Oh. Didn't consider this. Is this an idea? Nope. I don't know, guys. Oops. Didn't do that. Oh. I just lost that puzzle. How do I go back to it? Yeah, this one. So okay, is that? Oh, I see. Right. So we basically just win a piece. Okay. Yeah, I'm too slow right now, guys. Don't know what it is about the last week or so, but I was on a holiday over the weekend. I had sort of a late summer break, and there was a fair amount of alcohol involved. Let's just say that much. Maybe that has affected me. I'm not sure. It certainly affected me in a positive way because it was a really good time. Um, but it's perhaps not been the best for my chess. Uh, yeah, we've got a pawn race here. What's going on here? Why can I not see? The view's different from normal. Okay, let's do this one. So, what's wrong with this? Okay, well, that took me far too long. This is very tempting. But then this. And we might be losing some sort of opportunity there. Yeah. Cool. So our knight's attacked. We've only got 2 pieces left. So material's equal. Pawns are equal. Taking the rook with check. Not convinced that really achieves anything. You know, let's say we do this, and white just decides to trade everything. So we can take with the rook, then take. This pawn's falling. You can't defend it. So we don't want to do that. So takes with pawn. Now we've got a passed pawn, but the king just comes here, and we're losing it. Our king's not fast enough. So not liking those. And even looking at just this move, let's just defend this pawn. I guess allow the rook trade. And are we saying this pawn, you know, these pawns here give us some sort of advantage? So knight here, if white takes the rook, we're potentially winning a pawn here. Although perhaps we're just losing the piece instead. Question a pawn doesn't seem to achieve anything. I'm not sure about this one. Can you guys see it? So I think the strongest candidate I can see right now is this. Threatening to win a pawn. But what else are we really doing here? Oh, there's another move. So this is a really important lesson. I know what the right move is. And it's because you need to pay attention to what white has just done. Because white has just played this move. And that gives us another option, which is to capture en passant. And that looks... well, we win a pawn for a start, and we attack the bishop. The bishop doesn't have anywhere to go. The bishop is actually trapped. So now we take with check and win the rook. Okay. That took far too long simply because I didn't appreciate the fact that white had played this. So that was kind of a sneaky one. But I should have spotted that sooner. So I guess, yeah, a lesson from that is to always pay attention to what the opponent has just played in the puzzle. It can be quite relevant sometimes. We'll carry on. So all the pieces are on the board. So I'm sort of feeling some tactic around the white king, like somehow setting up some sort of mating net. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. So I just lost 10 points for no reason. Ah, dear. We'll try and solve it anyway. So I'm thinking even maybe this sort of idea. So takes. You know, we can check here. White's sort of forced here. Then we can bring this knight in, blocking the escape square and threatening checkmate. And I don't think that can be stopped. Well, can it? Well, they've created a space here. But we potentially... gonna say we almost have a fork. You know, when the king comes here, this would be a fork, but this knight is covering that. But maybe we can somehow use this bishop as well here. So this is the right start. And then maybe this. With the idea being that we sort of try and distract this knight to bring in the fork. But does white have to take? I don't see any other way to bring, like, to continue the attack. We can take this pawn with the queen, threatening mate here, but that's easily defended, surely. But then this is hanging, so they can't do that. So here, how about here? Oh. This is looking kind of interesting. So here, we have a check here. But is the king not just sort of getting away? I'm not sure about that. And there's this. So they can't take. So we're threatening what? On a queen rook? Doesn't seem like a good way of defending it either. So I'm gonna go for this one. Okay. So I guess it's this. Don't know why my rating didn't change there. So what is the concrete idea here? So this, yeah, it just fails. Queen takes g4. Really? Sacrifice the queen. Nasty discovery coming as well this night somewhere. We're losing a pawn. C6. So this is just completely winning for white. I mean, you've got the bishop pair. The bishops are both active. Both knights are becoming active. You know, we're up material though, I think, aren't we? So that's kind of interesting. So, what's the idea after this? Ooh. So, yeah, that's bad for white. But what about this move? That's worse. Just take here. Yeah, it's sort of a fork. Yeah, it's giving up the queen. Fair enough. So at least I saw the candidate move. I just sort of wasn't 50-50. I felt like this was winning for black. And material-wise, it is. But after the dust settles, the position is just a lot better for white. And it's winning. Even though I believe white is down material. Let's just verify that. Okay. Make sure I've not miscalculated something. So, queen sack, which to be fair is a very difficult to spot. I guess it's something you always have to be aware of, that your opponent can do in any position. You've got to look out for sacrifices, but I did not see this one. So best is to take. It's only plus 1.25, so it's technically winning for white, but not by a lot. It's not conclusive. But what you need is conclusively winning for you in order to win the puzzle. So this, if we could have calculated this and figured out that this is a worse position. So we've got 2 rooks and 2 bishops. So essentially, white has 2 minor pieces for the queen. That's normally not enough, but I guess the sort of bishop pair, you know, this bishop opening up down here, this bishop getting this pawn opening up down here, you know, the knights are going to maneuver. The king's apparently just safe, like this. I don't know. It's actually saying... Ah, we lose a piece there. Okay. So actually, we're down 3 minor pieces. So that is winning. Yeah. But I didn't see the queen sack. That's very difficult to see, to be fair. So yeah, I don't know why my rating didn't change there. Don't know what's going on. I'll try one more, then I might call it for now. Been a fairly long one this, but I appreciate that I haven't uploaded for a few days, so I want to bring you guys the content. Just a bit, a bit sad that it's not been a great run, but we've had a few right. It's got a fine. So this one, the sort of obvious pattern of this and this, but that's covered. So this is appealing because it hits the queen and also sort of x-rays the bishop, which is also attacked by the rook. So that's probably the right move. And then, oh, need to watch out for this. Always got to consider your opponent's move. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. So maybe we take with the bishop. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one more for the road. Can't remember what we started at, but it was close to where we are now, I think. Maybe a bit higher. We did lose that 10 points for that one that I misclicked. A bit disappointing, but let's see if we can get the last one right. And on a high note. So this is a fairly complicated position. There's a lot going on here. Like these three pieces are sort of symmetrical, and potentially this is all going to open up. This is a bit tricky. So I'm sort of conscious that this knight is a little bit loose, which in turn makes this bishop a little bit loose. And what I mean by that is, this knight has one defender. This bishop has one defender. Sorry, it's got two at the moment, but if this knight wasn't here, it would only have one. And there's two attackers. This knight, like I said, has one defender, one attacker, but if we moved this knight, it would have two attackers. So maybe there's some combination that's going to work there. Also, if we take this rook with check, the queen has to take, which removes a defender from the bishop. Or from the knight after we do this first. So this first, but then that gives black the option of taking with check, and they're kind of reversing the whole thing on us. Very complex. don't know. What about something like... Well, I was thinking this, but that sort of defeats the purpose of this idea. It's blocking the bishop. What about just bishop takes knight? I'm sort of liking the look of that. There might be some weird tactic. Bishop takes this knight. I think this works. Okay, they took this one. So takes. That can't be right, surely. What about just rook takes here? Then potentially we get queen takes, rook takes here. What if we take first here? Let's try it. And then we just win this bishop. Okay. That was a very complex position. Quite difficult to figure that one out, but glad we got that. So we got... I don't know what this grey one means. What does that mean? Is that one that we sort of skipped because it went a bit weird? Maybe. Anyway, so we got 5 out of the last 6, correct. That's not too bad. And yeah, not the best session, not the worst, but it's it's the way it's been going for me recently. I have been spending a bit longer in these last few just to try and make sure I get it right. And I think I just need to do that more often now. Just calm down, be patient. It takes time, to grind up to 28, 56 or whatever I was before. And if you rush the puzzles, you're just going to lose it all. It's going to happen. Unless you're a lot better than me, which I'm sure some of you are. I'd love to hear how you guys get on with these. If if you do these regularly, what your rating is, any tips you might have for me. Um, I'm obviously trying to explain my thought process, and maybe that helps some players. I don't know. If it does, let me know. And yeah, I'll call it there for now. Um, I'll try and upload more. I'm gonna play some more games soon. Keep trying to improve my rating, and yeah, if you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.